E aku ti, e aku tā. Morena, tēnā koutou. No mai, welcome to Kweeny Talks. This is a podcast where I share with you I just talk really. Kweeny Talks. I'm your host, I'm Kiriana, and yeah. Look, I've been wanting to start this podcast for the longest time ever, and I don't know, I just feel this morning is the morning to start, you know. Always waiting for the right moment, the right place, the right time, the right everything. But I feel like ko tai mai te wā. Yeah. So those of you who have joined me for the first time, tēnā koe. My name is Kiriana. My father hails all the way from Te Raroa, Te Upori in the far north. Beautiful little place called Whangape, tōna papa, and his beautiful mummy hailed from a place in Te Hāpua. Shout out to all my Ngāti Kuris, to all my whānau from the far north. And me taku māma, no roto mai o Waikato, tōna papa. Big shout out to my whānau back at Taniwha and Okarea, two of the kohanga marae that raised me up. Taught me basically everything I know in terms of my kingetanga, pai mārire. And then my mum's mum hailed from Ngāti Whātua ki Kaipara, toka being the maunga. So yeah, that's a little bit of my whakapapa. I'm the fourth youngest, I'm the fourth daughter, youngest. And in the last 26 years I've somehow been blessed enough to raise 7 tamariki and 3 beautiful mokopuna. I've spent the most part of the last 26 years anyway with my husband, and prior to my husband, yes, life before wife, born in Papakura, shout out to the south side, born in 1981. I got a song about that, I'll upload that. It'll give you a little bit more about that, but 81, so I went to the kohanga reo in Otara, Te Puke o Taramainuku, East Tāmaki. The kohanga reo o Aronui is what I've called it. Can't even really know the official real name, but I do know that it was part of my grandmother and my grandfather's legacy. That was the kohanga reo Aronui. I mention that because a lot of the way I perceive this world, my world anyway, are through the lens of a Māori child born in 1981. There's a difference between a Māori child being born in 1981 and a Māori child being born in fucking 2001. Big difference. One of the most poignant differences for me anyway, upon reflection, is the fact that I was born at the end of one era and at the beginning of another era, and I think they call it zennials. Makes sense to me. Those of you who were born at the same time, as I was in that 79, 80, 81, 82, 83 mark. We saw life before cell phones. We saw life before a lot of things that we see today that we can't imagine not living with. So, yep, shout out to all the 80s babies, especially those late 70, early 80 babies. Yeah, I guess the first podcast here for Kweeny Talks is just a little bit of a briefing on Kowaiau, Norwaiau, Norwhao, and all those cool things. But I guess one of the most important things, especially in terms of this very first initial podcast that I'm not even going to edit, I'm just going to boom, upload, let it go, press upload and just let it go and be, is, oh fuck, I forgot it was that important. I literally forgot what the fuck it was. Oh well, I'm going to try and oh yeah, Kweeny Talks. My intention. Yes, there it is. Yeah, you're going to find out a little bit more about when I was diagnosed with complex PTSD back in 2018 and old ADHD and a passing comment 3 years ago by my psychotherapist. Yeah, you'll find out more about that. Anyway, intention. My intention is to turn up 3-dimensionally, 4-dimensionally, 5-dimensionally, authentic as fuck. I think that's gotta be my little hashtag, authentic as fuck, cuzzy. Drop all the facades, embrace the shadows. I can hake roto, hake waho. I'll share with you some of the stuff that's helped me over the last, coming out to 14 years. I think it's been 14 years, 13 years in recovery from drugs and alcohol. Yeah, 8 years, nearly 9 years, diagnosed with good old complex PTSD. Yeah, anyway, it's going to be an interesting journey. So yes, that is the intention. The intention is to just show up for my own self as authentically as I possibly can, in the hope that other wahine, other tāne, other people, just people in general, can turn up and be their authentic selves. And if you're anything like me, it wasn't just a matter of knowing how to be that. It was a lot of learning. So yes, in this very first initial video, I want to desperately pay homage to a lot of the great teachers that I've had that have brought me as far as I've come today. Oh shit, I probably shouldn't have said that. Now I'm like, because I'm going to thank all my nanas. I want to shout out to my nana Maki, and shout out to my nana Jessie, and to all my uncles back at the pa who taught me how to play the guitar, because music has been a huge part of knowing and being my authentic self. I mean, my favourite teachers, the ones who really fucking counted and mattered, like Kokapele, Mata Tukotuku, Tukotuku Tipu. There's so many. Oh my God, I wish I didn't say that. But anyway, those are the ones that are coming up. So I'm going to pay homage to them. And then obviously as life went on, I've always loved books and Witihi Maira Robert Kahukiwa, you know, they were like they were my Harry Potter places before Harry Potter existed, so shout out to Harry Potter. Many great teachers, many great teachers. And then of course, coming back to the more recent years, the more recent year teachers being one of my greatest. Shout out to you, Papa Brian. You know who you are, Brian Scott. Been on that journey with that amazing content person, teacher, online, YouTube. Check him out. Brian Scott, Sadhguru, Neville Goddard. Shout out to Neville Goddard. But those all kind of stemmed from Brian Scott. So shout out to Papa Brian who led me there. Napoleon Hill. I remember picking up that book many years ago and then just keep finding the book. Okay, another one is James Redfield, Celestine Prophecy. Yeah, I'm a bookie, obviously, because before there was internet, cause there was only books. So yeah, shout out to all my bookies, all my teachers, great books, great teachers. Shout out to you if you love books, and even in a world that requires you not to have to read the book, you still read the book. Like I still go and find books, even though my eyes can't even read them anymore. It's just this knowing that I have the book, and then I don't feel so bad when I listen to the audio. Okay. Well, here's to me, here's to you. I'm going to try and make these podcasts, these videos, no more than 15 minutes, no less than 10. So we're coming up to the 12-minute mark. So I'm guessing that must be the main stuff that's on top that I need to share. Shout out to my team. Thank you to my amazing team, to my higher power, to my God of my understanding. And me and Jesus, we're homies from way back. Shout out to you. And then there's my Wairua team. See you, my bro. You know who you are. Maria Lyrical. Yeah, to all my nanas. All my staunch Waikato Kēngetanga. Nanas. Whai mārire kia koutou. And then, yeah, then we have our angel teams. Got old Raphael, Mariel, and Archangel Michael. Always been. And you've got your intergalactics, got your cosmic teams. Shout out to the Octarians, to the creators. Yeah. So all those parts. Look, we'll get into that. He kakano I ruia mai Rangiatea kore ngaro, right? So we'll deep dive into that at some point. But I feel very, yeah, you know, e hehia nui nōku te whai wāhi aku whakaro ki a rātau mā. E whakapono mai ki au e muara āno e tapu whakapono mai ki a hau anō. And this does get a bit bilingual if you're wondering what language is that. It's Te Reo Māori. Coming up to the 15-minute mark. Let me show you where I am. We're here. We're going on a bit of a trip at te whānau. And yeah, so kei konei mātou, ki tēnei wāhi tauri kura. Whai koha ki tēnei o ngā tangata iwi take o tēnei o ngā wāhi. Ki roto mā te whenua iwi moimoia. Mai rangi ki runga heke iho kia papatua anu ku tēnā koutou. Tēnā koutou. Mauri aroha.